Hey y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get into this weekly oracle message. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up button to show some support, and the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. I greatly appreciate that. We're gonna tap in for each of the elements. So we're gonna go in the order of the zodiac seasons. So we'll start with earth signs, then we'll do air, water, and fire signs. So we're gonna take a look into the energies for each of these elements, and we'll be looking into your career and finances for the week ahead, your love life and relationships, as well as your spiritual healing and growth for the upcoming week. So this is for the elements, right? So we'll go ahead and tap in. You can watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. If you want to tap into the zodiac sign specific readings that I do, become a mystic mama. Look, I still haven't figured out what to call the men. Like, we don't have any men in our group. I mean, it's open to men, but I know majority of my audience is women. So yes, definitely tap in with the mystic mamas. That information is in the description box below. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm just getting our decks ready, getting them shuffled up here for the reading. We're going to be starting off with earth signs. So that is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Happy birthday to my Virgos out there celebrating. Yes, shout out to y'all. So let's see what we got for career and finance this week for earth signs. We have interesting. What do you need to release? Okay, waning moon. And I heard pride, okay? So for some of you, it could be pride that's needing to be released when it comes to the work that you're doing. Maybe it's more so about like the interactions that you're having with people that you work with, whether you're in business for yourself, you're working for a corporation, whatever. But I am getting pride is coming through here. Now, for some of you, it could be like obligations. You're taking on too much work, maybe taking on more than what your role really entails. So there could be an element of that needing to be released. Maybe you feeling obligated to go above and beyond, or to stretch yourself thin. I heard to make yourself useful. So I don't know where that comes from, but you might want to kind of check in with yourself and consider, where this energy comes from. And being helpful isn't a bad thing, but I'm getting in this case, though, it can lead to you feeling resentful, you feeling burnt out, you feeling underappreciated. Especially if you're doing things that people aren't asking you to do. That could be coming up here as well. So I'm getting an energy of kind of staying in your lane. And I don't mean that, like, hey, you got to be in this little box here. But it's more so like when people say that, I mean, they say it for different reasons. But I'm saying it as a means of preserving your energy, earth signs. It's like you're doing too much. You're doing too much, okay? And that's okay. Like, we get it. You like to do a really good job, or you like to go above and beyond, or whatever it is. But I'm getting the message that you need to simplify things. There's something like a little too complex about something, okay? So, yeah, there might be a project or something that you're working on, and it's a little too convoluted. Or I'm getting some of you are writing a book and you might be editing it, or you could have someone else editing it, and they're like pulling out like all the fluff. Okay. It's like, you don't really need that. So yes, be open to whatever it is that is being released right now. If you're going through a transition, maybe in releasing like a job, it's like, oh, okay, not going to be working here anymore. Maybe there is some anxiety around that right now, and like, okay, what's next? But trust that with this new moon, okay, because we are technically today, is today the new moon or tomorrow? It's today or tomorrow, but we might still be in the waning moon phase. So what I'm also getting for you earth signs is that once we have this new moon and during this waxing moon phase, things will start picking up for you, especially if you did lose a job. There will be like more momentum coming in when it comes to new opportunities here over the next couple of weeks. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you in love and relationships. We have Saudade. Okay, so some of you could be missing someone. Keep in mind, this can be relationships of all kinds. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic, familial, professional, whatever. Okay, but there is an element of nostalgia at play here. So some of you might be going down memory lane, thinking about a connection that was significant to you at a certain point. There could be someone that's in your energy, you know, kind of missing you as well. But hey, I'm reading for you, not them. So you know, this could be just a time where you're thinking back, I get, just on your younger years, or you know, when times are like so much more simple and all of that, and you could be recalling like, you know, old friendships and maybe an old lover here for some of you. Interesting. I'm seeing the number 21 on here, so maybe you're thinking back to like when you were 21 years old. There could be something significant about that. But for others of you, I'm getting here with this 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 for me is like a number of friendship. So for some of you, this might be regarding a friend that you're missing, but also I'm getting the 3 could potentially be a third party for some of you. So this could be someone that you're missing that might have like gotten you into like some third party situation. Yeah, so that is what's going on. I will say we're really still finishing out Mercury retrograde technically with the post shadow phase here for like the next week. So we're still in the energy of that. If you do find yourself reflecting on the past, reminiscing, doing all of those things, give yourself grace, give yourself the space to do that, because it's just the lay of the land right now. Anyway, here for the rest of the week too. So just allow yourself to, you know, do what you need to do. Some of you might be having conversations with some of these people. Some of you might not. It just could be you just thinking about the good memories, right? So yeah, that's what it is for you all, earth signs. For your spiritual healing and growth, we have strength coming through. Okay, so this is about your willpower. Some of you might have been going through some really trying times, but you've been really tested here. Also, when it comes to your courage, maybe there was a situation where you've had to like stand up for yourself, or even go after a goal that might have seemed like out of reach or impossible. I'm hearing the impossible is possible. That could be something. Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages coming through. Whoa, slow down. Okay, I'm getting like wind in your sails here as well. So I am getting something about momentum picking up for you all, where you are going to be coasting in a way. It won't feel like you're doing a lot of the heavy lifting, maybe as much as you have been doing. So yeah, I'm getting that message coming through here. Some of you could resonate with like big cats or whatever. You might like big cats, lions, tigers, and you know, stuff like that could be intriguing to you. I'm also getting some of you could have like a Leo placement in your chart that could be significant. There's this full moon, so there could be something this week that will be kind of leading up to the next full moon that is significant here as well. The full moon will be like in 2 weeks. So you could find your strength building here over these next couple of weeks. I'm getting like your boundaries here as well could be something that you are reinforcing, but you're very empowered in this position. Some of you are, I'm getting you're almost surprised too at maybe just how strong you are, just how much you are capable of navigating. So really like, hats off to you. I do feel like your spirits, your ancestors, whoever it is that you connect with, they're like giving you your applause. Like, yes, you deserve this. Good job. Like, I know you've been going through it, but things are going to start getting easier. I am sensing that for you, earth signs. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If any of those messages resonated, please leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. All right, so let's go ahead. We're tapping in next to air signs. Air signs, let's see what's going on for you in career and finance for this week ahead. We have full moon in Pisces, balanced spirituality and practicality. Okay, we don't necessarily have a full moon in Pisces this week, but still, this is the energy that you're being invited to tap into. Is this Piscean, Neptunian? The spiritual aspect of that, the imaginative aspect of that. Some of you may be in a space where you're dreaming of, your next big project with your business, or you're dreaming of this goal that you want to achieve within your career or with your finances. And it's one thing to dream about it, but it's another thing to really put a strategy into action, right? And that's what comes into focus with this full moon in Pisces is also Virgo energy, the opposite sign of Pisces. And you want to integrate both of these energies, and that's what's being asked of you with balancing spirituality and practicality, which is what Virgo is known for. So there could be a need, I don't know, for some of you to tap in maybe with a Virgo. That could be significant, or you're just leaning into the energy of this season right now too, where you do want to strategize. You want to kind of map out the practical steps of how you're going to achieve your goals, how you're going to save $10,000, how you're going to pay off $20,000 in debt, how you're going to get 10,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, how you're going to get a promotion within the next year, right? It's time for you to pull out a piece of paper, okay? Because Virgo is very mercurial, and we are working with a new moon in Virgo here this week. So writing down your plan, right? You can get into Chat GPT with it. I love using that app just for ideation. Let's think about some ideas and stuff. Let's come up with some stuff. And I think that app is really great for that. So for some of you, go ahead, plug and play in Chat GPT. Hey, what are the steps that it's going to take for me to, like I said, pay off $20,000 in debt, or whatever your thing is, okay? But look into that and come up with that plan and put that plan into effect, okay? Because you can definitely get some really powerful results here. For some of you, maybe as soon as this full moon in Pisces that we do have at the end of September, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So not only do we have the full moon, but it's a lunar eclipse as well. So that energy is going to be even more intensified, but also more magical. Pisces is very magical, mystical. There can be an element of miracles associated with it. Not only is Pisces associated with Neptune, but it's also associated with Jupiter as well. So there can be good luck, fortune, expansion that comes with this transit. So okay, all right. Air signs, I love to see that. Yeah, this is air signs. Okay. I don't know why I thought I said water signs earlier, but if I did, my bad, y'all. So moving on next to your love and relationships for this week ahead, air signs, we do have triggered. Okay, so you might be feeling a little sensitive this week. Let me get a sip of tea. You might be feeling sensitive this week, so just be mindful of your interactions with other people. This might be a week where you even decide to kind of go inwards. Okay, I'm seeing that with the number 16 on this card. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is a number of solitude, okay, reflection, kind of going within. So some of you might actually be doing some of that work around some recent triggers that have come up for you, okay? So kudos to you, because it takes a lot to be like, let me kind of check myself. So yes, some of you could be in that space where you are doing a little, soul searching, figuring some things out. If you need some extra help, there are resources out there, maybe looking into some form of therapy or coaching, or I heard accountability. Okay, so I don't know what that is about there, But maybe, once again, this is about you taking accountability when it comes to your triggers, and you have kind of taken it upon yourself to do some healing around that. That's interesting. Okay. I don't really like talking about certain things, so trigger warning. Sorry if this is a sensitive topic for someone, but I was hearing losing weight, okay? I'm not telling anybody that they need to lose weight, but I'm getting like maybe this is something that came up in a conversation recently that was triggering for you, okay? So I'm sorry, like if you maybe it's like your grandma or something like, dang, you done picked up a little weight, or somebody just made a little comment or something, and that was really triggering. Maybe it wasn't losing weight, maybe your body is, different or something else. But yeah, I get that somebody could have definitely made a comment there. So I'm sorry if that is something you're navigating, and just sending you love and grace as you navigate that. And be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself. Sometimes people, they don't recognize how impactful their comments can be. And maybe after you have kind of regulated yourself and gotten back into a good space, maybe this is actually a conversation you can have with this person. Like, I really, don't appreciate you making comments about my body or whatever. That's kind of like a sensitive topic for me. Well, whatever you need to say. Okay. But yeah, I'm getting something like that coming through. All right. So let's see what's going on for you, air signs, when it comes to your spiritual healing and growth. For the week ahead, we have clarity. Okay. I love this. So for some of you, your crown chakra and your third eye is definitely popping here this week. So you might be having visions. You might be having dreams. That's interesting. I heard something about smells. So I don't know if some of you have the gift of, I think it's clairsentience that might be with the smell or whatever. But yeah, I get some of you can smell spirits. That's interesting. I heard something stinks, something sour. Okay, so that could be a reflection of somebody's spirit. It could be a little sour or something. Bitter is something that I'm getting. All right. Ooh, maybe that is the person that made a comment about you. Whatever the comment is they made, it could have been about anything. But it's something about them is bitter. Okay, so like, I wouldn't pay that too much mind then, okay? Like, they have their own stuff that they're basically projecting onto you. They haven't healed it. They haven't addressed it in themselves. This might be someone that has their own issues with, like, their body image and stuff like that. So then they're kind of, like, putting it off on you or whatever. So, yeah, hopefully even this reading, this message offers you some clarity around that. And just what that person might be kind of dealing with, in their own internal worlds, okay? For some of you, scrying as well might be like a divination tool that you're learning about. People look into the crystal ball, or they scry with like water or mirrors, like anything that kind of has like a reflective type of surface. So if you're not familiar with scrying, scrying, definitely Google it, look it up. And yeah, that might be something that you're into. Okay, air signs. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up your message here. We'll go ahead next and transition into water signs. Let's see, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for your career and finances in the week ahead. We have full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture, okay? I love this. We don't necessarily have this full moon this week, but still, the energy is still prevalent here. It is important for you, water signs, to look at the bigger picture this week. Some of you might be getting caught up in the minute, in the details or whatever. It's not just about you. It's something that I'm picking up on here as well. So there could be a tendency this week to maybe focus a little bit on self, on like your own goals or whatever, but there's kind of a need to like think about other people. I don't know if this is your family, your friends, your community, something like that, okay? I'm hearing far reaching. Okay, so something that you're doing is going to be very expansive. Some of you might be starting like online businesses where you're able to connect with people like all over the world, but there's something like far reaching, maybe even about your reputation. There could be something about you going global. I don't know if some of you are like flight attendants or you work for airlines or something like that. So you might have access to like free flights or something like that. And look, what's it like to be God's favorite? Seriously. So yeah, I don't know. Some of you could even be thinking about getting into work like that, working for the airlines or travel industry or something like that. And yeah, like that's definitely a good direction for you to be moving in. Some of you could even be thinking about moving overseas, searching for opportunities, outside of your comfort zone. So I love this for you. Definitely with the Sagittarius energy, it's encouraging you to be brave, to be bold, to take on the spirit of an adventure when it comes to your career, your business, your finances, because yeah, there's just so much, I hear so much wonder that awaits. Okay, so there can be an element of things feeling a little magical here this week. Maybe, if you're caught up in the mundane, in the minute, right? The details, the day to day, it's easy to kind of get bogged down in that. But for some of you, there's something really magical. Like it's there. It just kind of requires you to like look up is something that I'm getting. I'm seeing someone that looks down a lot. So I don't know if you're like writing, what you do for work, but I'm seeing you kind of hunched over and just like, just very diligent, excuse me. And yeah, it's like you're needing to like look up, okay? Look up and look around you. Maybe even looking around at what you've accomplished for yourself so far. Some of you could be workaholics, so you're not really taking time to enjoy more of life as well. So that's something that's coming through too. Life is not all about work, okay? So speaking of that, we're going to transition into love and relationships for you, water signs, and you do have love, okay? So life isn't all about work. It's about love too. It's about self-love, but it's also about, the love of the people around you. We have the number 40 on this card. So the number 4 makes me think of family. Some of you, this could be you're working too hard to the point that you don't have enough time for your family. All right. They like really miss you, or, they could be, your kids could be low key a little sad. Like, dang, mommy or daddy, they're like always working. They're always so busy or something like that. Or if you don't have kids, this could even be your parents. They might be getting a little older and they're just like, dang, my kids, they never have time. They don't ever want to spend time with me, da-da-da. So I'm getting that there's a need to just kind of keep that in mind. Sure, there are great things that you're wanting to accomplish and are accomplishing in your life already. But, you want to make sure that you are well connected, and it's not just for them either is what I'm getting. It's for you too. Like, you need the love too. It's very grounding. So lean into your family, your community, your friends. For some of you, this might be a significant other, right? You might want to work with rose quartz here. That could be really good for healing your heart chakra, softening it, opening it up, making it more receptive to receive love. All right. There's an element of unconditional love that is available to you. So, this could be what you're offering to yourself. This could be what you're offering to another, or even receiving from another. But, somebody could be telling you, I love you. If you are involved with somebody and y'all have not exchanged those words, they could be finally expressing that. All right. But very beautiful water signs. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you in your spiritual healing and growth for the week ahead. You have passion. So speaking of somebody telling you I love you, I'm getting like somebody could very well be in their feels. It could be you. All right. That is expressing how much love you have for someone. There could also be just this feeling of being lit up, being motivated, being inspired, going back to that look at the bigger picture here. So there is this very fiery, just kind of happy-go-lucky, life is an adventure vibe that I'm seeing here, okay? I don't know if some of you are getting ready to travel. I know I mentioned that already with career and finances, but some of you could be going on like a vacation or something. So there's going to be a lot of passionate moments here between you and your boo. For others of you, this just may be you feeling like a spark for life, like feeling reignited, feeling lit up again, feeling excited for life again, right? I'm getting working with the colors like orange, red, yellow. You might be wearing those a little more here this week. That can kind of like pep up your energy a bit more. Also cayenne. I don't know, like putting cayenne in your cooking. I know people put it in like their tea, like they'll do like a lemon, cayenne, honey tea. So I don't know, it's something about like heat, maybe even ginger. I'm actually drinking my honey lemon ginger tea right now. I love to start my day with it. I don't know, I'm like a fire sign, so I like fiery, like spicy kind of things. But you know, it's also good, you know, it's good for you, it's nutritional and stuff. So definitely look into maybe some roots or something, or like I said, even just trying out the tea blend that I prefer to jumpstart my mornings with. That might be something that can help invoke the spirit of passion within you. Okay, water signs. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. If this resonated at all, please leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel already if you haven't already, and until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. All right, last but not least, fire signs. Let's see what's going on. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the upcoming week. For your career and finances, we have mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone, okay? So this is very much giving me Mercury retrograde post-shadow phase. It's still going to be hitting you guys, the effects of Mercury retrograde. So if you're feeling like you're not out of it, you're not. The post-shadow phase is going to be here for like the next week, 10 days, something like that, okay? So definitely for this week, it does look like things are going to be up in the air when it comes to your career, your finances. So I would say this probably isn't the best week to be spending a whole lot of money if you are in between jobs right now, opportunities, or whatever it is you got going on, okay? For some of you, there could be contracts or things that are kind of in the works, but nothing has been solidified quite yet. There's change. Change is here. So lean into it, surrender to it, you know, do what you got to do. Some of you just need to ride out this week. And then next week you might notice like, oh, okay, like contracts are getting signed, you know, plans are moving forward. You finally got that job offer or whatever. So yeah, I would say to ride it out this week though. And just be flexible. All right. This could be more of a time of like negotiations, renegotiations. Let's make sure these agreements are clear, that they are reflective of what both parties need, you know, all of that stuff like that. Okay. So I am seeing more things like that going on. I also just heard mediation. So I don't know if someone's involved in any like ongoing court lawsuit shit, whatever. Yeah, it's more so conversations going on to kind of get things worked out, to get things eventually set in stone. Okay, so that's where y'all are at there this week with career and finances, fire signs. Let's take a look into love and relationships. So we have detachment. So this week you're like, yeah, this just seems like a week where honestly I'm just here. You know, I don't really have too many expectations, you know, if things going one way or another, I'm just here. Okay, so I will say you are kind of detaching here this week. You might be feeling like, yeah, I just kind of want to focus a little bit more on myself, just be in my own energy. I'm seeing the number 34 on this card. 3 plus 4 is 7. So that is a number of solitude and reflection and kind of going within. So this is very much a week where you're like, look, it's about me. It's about my time, my energy, how I'm feeling. There could be a specific person or situation that you are detaching yourself from, okay? For some of you, I don't know, this could possibly be a 7-year cycle that you were in with someone. Doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a friend, professional relationship, whatever, okay? But yeah, I'm getting some of you could be detaching yourself from like a really long cycle that you've been in. If not 7 years, maybe 7 months, okay? Where you've been kind of obsessing over something, or like, oh, like, why didn't this work out, or whatever. Wanting to kind of control the situation. And it's just like, sometimes you just gotta let the chips fall where they lay, okay? So that's kind of what's going on here this week. And so just ride it out, fire signs, for your spiritual healing and growth. You have beauty, okay? I love this. So like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So there could be some work that you guys are doing around your self-image, around your beauty. Maybe you're getting into beauty rituals. I just heard glamour magic, okay? So some of you could be getting into that. But, also remember that beauty is something that exudes from the inside out. So make sure that, it's beautiful on the inside too. And that might be honestly why some of you are exuding so much beauty. If you are feeling like you're getting a lot of attention, or there's kind of this glow about you or something like that, it is because you are tending to your spirit and it's showing, okay? So you might be getting a lot of compliments here this week. I heard radiant, so that specifically people could like, you look so radiant. I heard fasting, so some of you could have been fasting, been cleansing yourself. Maybe you have had certain habits or even addictions that you have been overcoming here, and it's really like positively impacting your appearance, okay? For others of you, this could be healing any unresolved emotional wounds around your beauty. If you've dealt with low self-esteem at any point, feeling insecure about your body, your face, your hair, whatever, okay? This is a week where, love on yourself, adorn yourself, speak to yourself like a god or a goddess in the flesh, okay? Because that's literally all your body, your mind, your heart deserves to hear from you is praises, is what I'm getting, okay? So, I know we live in a world like, be humble, fuck all that. Like, at least with yourself, you don't gotta be that way, okay? Maybe out in the world, you kind of gotta like, oh, I don't want to rub folks the wrong way. But with yourself, like, I'm getting, give yourself praises, like, you deserve that, okay? So with that being said, fire signs, I'm going to wrap it up here. If this resonated, please leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to tap into the Zodiac sign readings, I pull a card for each Zodiac sign for what they can expect here using the tarot cards. Tap into the description box below. Become a Mystic Mama. You'll get instant access to that reading. But until next time, my loves, I hope you all have a beautiful week ahead. Sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.